Hello everyone, my name is Trevor, I go by TheMrTrails, and welcome to the channel. Dauntless 1.5.5 launches on Thursday, March 11th at 10 a.m. PT or 1 p.m. ET. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at those changes. Admittedly, this isn't going to be an update with a massive amount of changes, however, there is one particular very massive change coming to this update. We've also got some other interesting news coming from a developer Reddit update. Consider leaving a like on the video, and if you enjoy Dauntless content and are not subscribed already, consider subscribing to the channel. I post Dauntless content here every week. So for a bit over 3 months now, we've been in the era of Dauntless Reforged. One very controversial change that came with Dauntless Reforged was the omission of private hunting capabilities from the hunting grounds. And since the player limit on a hunting ground island was 6 and the maximum party size was only 4, you would always have at least 2 completely random players in your instance. But with the release of 1.5.5, we will now gain the ability to queue privately into the hunting grounds. I for one am very excited for this change, as some of the content that I have been thinking about doing is just going to be made a whole lot easier with the implementation of private hunting grounds. There will be a few updated videos coming out soon, thanks to this change. But this is major, as people will now have the choice to go throughout the game solo, as nearly every video game in history has been. In other changes, a change was made to the Urska weapon legendary ability, where now player projectiles can go through the ice wall. I'm assuming this was an issue mainly for the Warpike's concussive payload special. Speaking of which, deployed in this patch is a buff to the concussive payload special, and it will now feature a shorter warm-up time to launch the projectile. I'd like to see a reduction to the warm-up time of the Savage Wellspring special as well. The Warpike is supposed to be a bit of a faster weapon, so it makes sense for the specials to be a bit faster as well. We've also got a Trials change, where the behemoths will now be fixed to a particular spot on the trial island until entering the arena. This was already supposed to have been implemented quite a while ago, but as some more trials were added to the rotation, more and more behemoths began to ignore this new feature. Some behemoths like to walk in a large circle around the arena, and depending on when you jump in, you would lose several seconds on a run. Next up, we've got quite a few performance increasing claims. Many fixes for Slayer disconnecting from hunts being claimed, as well as many escalation performance increases. Additionally, this update claims to be bringing the memory usage of all platforms down, which certainly might help out certain people's ability to play the game and multitask, as well as streaming. Hopefully, many of the memory issues that caused crashes on even the newest of systems were fixed as well. In Behemoth news, we've got quite a few changes to Nashers being made in this update. Deep Frost Nashers and Flameborn Nashers are now going to be the same size. Not quite sure why Deep Frost Nasher would be insecure compared to a Flameborn Nasher, since the two would likely never inhabit the same environments, but whatever. Deep Frost Nasher had an attack that previously would pretty much never deal damage, getting a fix in this patch. As well as some of the other attacks from Deep Frost Nasher had a bit of extra range from what the attacks looked to have, so those hitboxes are being made smaller to fit the visual hitbox. We've got a couple of changes coming to the legendary abilities of Urska, Thrax, and Malkarian weapons as well. Each of the elemental status effects are not supposed to affect the behemoths of that element, but previously the frost effect could be applied to frost behemoths using the Urska legendary ability. And a big problem with using the Thrax and Malkarian legendary abilities is that the behemoth was very likely to heal after you did so, as for a moment it would lose track of your location. Patch 1.5.5 delivers a fix to the frost effect being applied to frost behemoths, as well as behemoths will be less likely to heal after using the teleport abilities. The parkour freaks among the Dauntless community will be happy to hear that you'll no longer get stuck floating in the air on some ledges. And there's some map areas of the hunting grounds that previously had some weird landscape issues getting fixed here, and those are most of the notable changes that are coming in Dauntless 1.5.5. So now it's time to talk about the juicy Reddit update that was released on Monday. This Reddit update was the announcement of many of the upcoming plans for some of the cosmetic systems. From March 25th until April 7th, the Vault Store is going to be sporting a massive amount of cosmetics in it. There will be around 100 items, some of which have never been in the vault before. Think of this as a clearance sale, because after this, the vault is going to be leaving Dauntless. Because as of patch 1.6.0, which currently looks to be slated for April 8th, the vault will no longer be in Dauntless. Any previously earned vault coins will be converted into a new seasonal currency, which there will be a new currency each season, being every 2 hunt passes or so, which you can spend at the upcoming reward cache. I sort of think of this as a Vault 2.0, where not only do we have previous hunt pass items, but they'll also be putting new stuff into it. So if you've got a good amount of vault coins, I'd suggest spending some during the vault sale if you really want something, but I'd also save some just to get a head start on the reward cache in April. The reward cache is going to be sporting some new cosmetics in it that would previously have been installed into the previous hunt passes. Many of the hunt passes previously would have a cosmetic outfit at the beginning of the hunt pass, but this is instead going to be placed into the reward cache. Aside from this new currency being granted from our previous hoard of vault coins, the new currency is going to be earned through daily and weekly challenges. And these challenges are going to be made more valuable because of a new pay-in subscription type feature separate from the hunt pass. The current name is the Slayers Club, but that's about the only thing that has changed about it since the concept feedback phase. As a member of the Slayers Club, you double the seasonal shop currency from challenges, you get a running 25% escalation boost, and a 20% weapon experience boost from behemoth kills. All of the things in this Reddit post, they asked us partners what we thought about these concepts earlier on, and my main complaint on all of this stuff was that people would see a 20% experience boost as too much to pass up. And it kind of just feels like you're forcing people to pay in on that point. I feel that anyone that plays the game even a decent amount would be incentivized to buy it, and the only real benefit many players would see from it is the experience boost. But what do you guys think? Is it too much? Are this and the other rewards offered still just not that enticing to you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed the news recap, consider leaving a like on the video. And if you enjoy Dauntless content and are not subscribed already, consider subscribing to the channel. Here I post Dauntless content every week. And to stay up to date with my content in the best way possible, both here on YouTube and on Twitch, as well as keeping up with any potential giveaways I'll be doing, join the Discord server in the description. I'll manually be making a post whenever I do anything content or giveaway related. I have been Trevor, I go by TheMrTrails, and I will catch you guys next time.